you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, you guys, today I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist does not empathize with you, but they sympathize with you. What does that mean exactly? It means that they can put themselves in your shoes because they can sympathize with you, but they don't have empathy with you, meaning that they don't feel sorry for you. They sympathize with you because they could have experienced something that's identical, or they know, they've seen, they've heard about the things that you're going through. They've heard about these things on a regular. So it doesn't mean anything to them. It's like, this happens to everyone. A lot of people have problems, stuff happens to people. I don't feel sorry for you. If anything, if you keep, if you tell them once, they'll sympathize with you. But now if you keep repeating your story, now it's a problem. Now it's like you're pissing me off. So, to sympathize and empathize are two different things. To sympathize, you guys, it involves understanding from your own perspective. So if the narcissist feels like, oh, okay, I've been through that too, that doesn't mean anything. They are automatically, whatever you're going through, they're going to belittle as something that's not important, or they might perceive something the opposite, and they're trying to inflict the way they think. They're trying to force their beliefs on you because they feel like you should handle things a different way, and to you it doesn't make sense and it doesn't seem like the right thing to do, but in their mind it seems like the right thing to do. So if you're running across a narcissist, say you're pregnant, that narcissist is going to tell you, hey, go get a miscarriage, right? Because they see things from their perspective and they're like, hey, you're not married, that person doesn't really love you, just go get rid of it. And to you, you're empathizing for your baby, for your unborn child. You're empathizing with the pain, with just having a living body in you. So they don't empathize with you. They sympathize. They see things from their perspective. Sometimes they can agree with you. Most times they will disagree with you because they don't think like you. So you can get those things confused, confusing sympathy with empathy just because they're shaking their head, nodding their head, and they're communicating with you. But in their mind, they're not thinking, I feel sorry for you. They're thinking whatever their perspective is. Sometimes they'll tell you and it won't make you feel good, and sometimes they'll keep it in. Empathy involves putting yourself in the other person's shoes. So in order for me to really believe, that you empathize with me, the feeling has to be mutual. We have to empathize for each other. But narcissists don't empathize for you. They only empathize for themselves. So they can pretend for in the beginning, but eventually you're going to see that they're only setting up the scenario so that they can take and you can give. To a narcissist, sympathizing with you, that's only a superpower for them because they're trying to figure out why you're thinking the way you're thinking, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because they don't feel anything about certain situations that you're talking about. So to them, it's a superpower to sympathize because they're like, I'm trying to figure you out. But because they can't empathize, they can't truly feel what you feel, they'll miscredit you. They'll judge you. They'll base what they feel that you're feeling, because they don't feel anything. They don't have any emotion. They're trying to make out what your behavior is going to be according to what you're going through in order to manipulate you, how they can get away with it, why they can get away with it, because you might not have people around you. So now they're thinking, I can sympathize with you and get away with it, and you're thinking, I thought you had empathy with me. And they're like, no, I sympathize with you. I was trying to figure out how I can get away with it. Narcissists can only empathize with themselves. They don't empathize with other people. So when you come across a narcissist, you will learn certain things, right? They don't trust people. They don't trust you. They don't care what you say. They don't care how many years you sacrifice. They don't care, right? And you're like, hey, I'm different. I'm not someone that would hurt you, you know? So you're thinking it's coming from a place of hurt. Like, this is why they're treating you the way they're treating you. So then, you know, when you're not around these type of people, you start to, you feel so bad, so awful that they don't empathize with you, that you start trying to like be this superhero and save the world, right? You go through this stage where now you want to help everyone. You're like, I'm different from the narcissist. So then you go around helping the homeless. You're helping everyone. And they're literally looking at you like, why are you doing this for me? You shouldn't have done this for me. Some people might even lose respect for you for being nice, and you're like, I have to cut them off, you know, because they don't appreciate me. You know, now you start to pay attention to the exchange. You're like, oh wait, people don't exchange. They've been using me, you know, or they take advantage of certain things, and I'm letting it go because I don't think it's a big deal. You know, you help out the homeless. Certain homeless people are rude to you, and you're like, wait, there's empaths on the street. There's homeless on the street that are narcissists, you know, that are narcissists even on the street, that don't empathize even while they're in the worst situation with the empath they've dragged down to hell. You know, as soon as they make any type of money, the narcissist is beating that empath and leaving with the money. And then you see a woman or a running around crying and stuff, you know. And because she's homeless, no one cares, because they're like, you put yourself in that situation. I can't save you. If no one was able to save you that's close to you, how can I save you? Right? So you start to think, I can't save everyone, because people start trying to hurt me for trying to save them. And it could either be the person I'm saving or someone related to them trying to hurt me. I can't empathize with everyone the way I want to. I can't help them. I can't put myself in their feet so that I can help them. So then you're like, I can only look out for the people I look out for. Now you don't empathize with those people anymore. You're like, I'm working, they're not, you know, you're only sympathizing with them now. So the narcissist is someone that can only sympathize, but it's to a diabolical level, to the point where if they know you have empathy, they want to kill that empathy in you. They don't want you to have empathy for anyone, not even yourself. And they at least have empathy for themselves. So they want you to get to the point where you don't even empathize with yourself, and you just you kill yourself, you hurt yourself, you put yourself in dangerous situations, you know, because it's pissing them off. They're like, if you're that weak, then you're weak. You're just a weak person. They don't care about your emotions. They don't care about your sadness. So just like you can walk down the street and you're like, I'm not going to save, you know, I'm not going to empathize with that random stranger that I don't even know and give everything that I have to that person. And I don't really know their story. I don't even know if their story is real. Like you don't know, if you don't really know someone, or you're just walking by and there's someone there, you're not going to give them your home and everything you own just because you empathize with them. So you start walking through life understanding that, hey, I'm an empath. I can't empathize with everyone. That's what almost got me killed, right? That's the lesson you don't want to accept, because when you're an empath, everyone expects you to have empathy all the time, right? Like you have to be this angel and give the shoes off of your feet to that person. It literally gets to the point where people will try to test your empathy. They're telling you straight away, oh, I could tell you're a good person. Oh, I could tell this. They are really love bombing you. They want you to think you're of help in their life. And a lot of times these people could be using you, but they're using your own empathy against you. And sometimes you have to shield that empathy that you have, because that's what they're doing. They're picking and choosing who they show empathy and sympathy to, and really they don't empathize with anyone. but they want to know if you'll empathize with them before they do something. And even if you don't, they will force themselves to do things to you and then get mad and play the victim. But being an empath doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, I have to be giving at all moments, because now you're passing up your blessings. So when you're receiving, you're ready to give it away fast. Oh, I can give this to someone. They can use it better for me. Sometimes people don't even appreciate their own blessings, And a lot of times we are blessed to bless others. But sometimes it's okay. It's okay to receive blessings, and give. The narcissist gets blessings and then they don't want to give at all, especially to the ones they know were there for them. So yeah, it makes sense for you to feel like I need to bless this person because they've done stuff for me, right? It's time to look out for them. The narcissist, when it comes time to look out for you, because they're supposed to have empathy for you, and now it's their turn to give back to you, they don't have empathy. They only sympathize, meaning they can only put themselves in your shoe, but they don't feel sorry for you. So when they get that money, when they get that blessing, they're like, I'm not giving back to her. If anything, it's her fault that he is where he is. They have, right now they're doing well. They don't need anything. I need it more than them. I'm not even going to tell them that I got anything. I'm not even going to share the good news with them. They don't even want to share good news with you. This is someone that doesn't empathize with you. They don't even want to share the good news with you. You would think that, when you go through something and now you're doing well, you're like, when you start doing well as an empath, you want to share with everyone. But when the narcissist starts doing well, they don't want to share with you. They want to do things behind your back. They don't empathize with you. They don't feel sorry for you. They don't feel sorry for what you've been through in life. They don't feel sorry for you enough to say, this person's been, they've had my back for so many years. They don't empathize with you. This is why you can go to the hospital and there's nurses and doctors that they don't look at you as a human being. They look at you like a number. They're like, I can't empathize with you. I can only empathize with my children. And you're like, I look just like your child. I'm the same age as your child. Why did you have to ruin my life when you have a kid my age, right? Because you'll run across narcissists and you're asking, why? They don't treat this person like they don't treat that. Because they can only it seems like they can only empathize with certain people. But even with those people, they've been so numb to other people. And what you project out into the world starts to infest your life. So now it gets to the point where those people don't even empathize for the people closest to them. And then it just becomes, I only empathize with myself. This is why they won't help their children sometimes. And, they'll only look out for themselves. So I hope that this message, you guys, on the narcissist does not have empathy for anyone. They only sympathize and they only empathize with themselves. And this is why they become more and more diabolical in time. So always be careful how you treat people. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. And if you want to book with me, my booking information is on the description. It should take like 24 hours for me to respond to you. Subscribe, like, share, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.